There can be a lot of repetition involved with filtering because you have to pull down the menu, you have to turn this on, you have to turn that off, and so on. And here and there it's not a big deal, but it can, if you're doing a lot of filtering, can start to fritter away your day, also put a lot of unnecessary wear and tear on your wrist. So let me show you how we can create a couple different shortcuts to kind of speed that process along. One, let's say that we know we want to filter and see only the products that have kiwi in column D. In that case, I can right-click on, let's say, kiwi in column D. Notice the filter arrows do not need to be in place. I can just right-click any cell. Step 2, I will then see a filter command. And then step 3, notice I can say filter by selected cell's value. And so that's a way that based on a single cell, I can instantly filter the list. Now I can go across the row column by column and do additional filtering, but I cannot use that within a single column. I can only filter based on a single cell. So I can filter on kiwi, but I can't filter on apples and oranges together. I can do apples or oranges. So this approach to filtering only works when you only want to see one of each thing in a given column. You can go across the list and filter as many columns as you wish, but from each column you would only be able to make a single selection. If you wish to make multiple selections, that's when we have to go to the menus at the top, and then we can make as many selections as we wish. So here in Excel, we'll go to the data menu, we'll go to the clear command, we'll actually turn off the filter arrows entirely here. If I were to right-click on kiwi here, and then travel down the menu, I would notice a filter command. Over to the right, I could then say filter by selected cell's value. So if I then click on that, notice it collapsed the list down. I could then come over here to Atlanta and then choose filter. And once again say filter by selected cell's value, and that would filter it shorter there. So let's clear this list, and instead this time let's say we want to do apples and oranges. So we select apples and oranges together. We right click, we travel down to the filter command. Looks like we can do it because the command's enabled, filter by selected cell's value. This time, however, when we click, notice it filtered just on the first choice. It filtered on oranges, it ignored our request to see apples. If we had wanted to see apples and oranges together, we would instead need to go to the menu, turn off select all, choose apples, choose oranges, and then click OK. So it's not that we can't see apples and oranges together, we have to go through the menu. The right click and then the filter command is based on a, it says selected cell, so that's singular there. You can only filter based on a single cell there. We choose Atlanta, and then that filters our list for Atlanta and then apples and oranges. So that's not bad being able to right click and filter, but it always feels like a lot of acrobatics going on with my mouse here, trying to navigate up and down through the menu to navigate to those particular commands, particularly depending on where I'm at on my worksheet. If I'm down low, I have to go up and then come down. If I'm up high, then I go down and then I go down, and it starts to kind of blur. Okay, wait, do I go up? Do I go down? What do I do? So let's come up with a better way to give ourselves a shortcut for filtering.